Hosted in conjunction with Chris Media, the CEO interview series allows investors to hear directly from the CEOs leading the companies featured on Wholesale Investor. Enjoy the interview and reach out via the details in the description.
Hello and welcome back to another Chris Media interview. Here today we have Giles Gunesekera from Global Impact Initiative talking about the Gender Equality Fund. Thank you for joining us today, Giles.
Thanks, Megan. Great to be here.
So first of all, could you tell us what you saw in the market that motivated you to work on this fund as a solution?
Yeah, thanks, Megan. Really, the starting point was equality. For over 30 years, I've worked on a whole range of gender equality issues with women escaping domestic violence, with migrants and refugees. And, you know, as a 32-year member of Amnesty International, the commonality with all the work that I was seeing was that gender equality and gender inequality is something that continues and persists regardless of where women are. So that's whether they're in emerging markets, developed markets. And I was really vigilant and keen to build a solution that sought about addressing that issue around the gender inequality that exists in the world today.
Brilliant. And can you tell us more about the Global Impact Initiative Gender Equality Fund?
Yeah, the Global Impact Initiative Gender Equality Fund is the world's first actively managed impact fund for both women and girls. We've structured a solution whereby, as an investor, you're investing in a portfolio, firstly, a very clean portfolio. So that is a portfolio that has no exposure to alcohol, gaming, tobacco, weapons, fossil fuels, adult entertainment, plus a range of other negative sectors. We then apply a gender lens to the portfolio. So we look for companies that are progressive to women in the workforce. So that is companies that have a high percentage of women on the board, women in senior management, companies with family-friendly policies, parental leave, pay parity, et cetera, et cetera. We then have structured a really innovative solution, whereas you as the investor invest in that very clean global equities portfolio that has a gender lens, that then the income from the portfolio in one of the class units, the income from the portfolio goes to 5 girls' charities. And that's specifically for girls' health, education, nutrition, and social and economic empowerment. So this is how we can use mainstream capital that everyone has, you know, within their super or, you know, outside super, to invest in a clean global equities portfolio with a gender lens that helps empower women in the workforce, but also supports health, education, nutrition, and the social and economic empowerment of girls.
Fantastic. And can you tell us a bit more about the structure of the fund?
Yeah, so the fund comes in 3 different unit classes. So it has an option where you can invest just in women, and that is you as an investor get both the capital and the income as the investor back to you. We have a Class B unit, which is what we call Class B for women and girls, and that was the option that I articulated previously, whereby you as an investor get the capital appreciation in the value of your portfolio, but the income goes to girls' charities. And then we've constructed a Class C, which is called a girls' unit class, and this is for people that want to donate specifically to girls' charities for health, nutrition, education, and social and economic empowerment, but don't have the research to work out what are the best programs. So we've partnered with, firstly, Robeco, a very large global fund manager based in the Netherlands. They manage the portfolio. And we've also partnered with 5 girls' charities, women and girls' charities, and they are specifically the Malala Fund, Grameen, UNICEF, UN Women, and World Vision. And so through both Class B units and the Class C units where you're investing and donating to girls' charities, we will allocate money to those charities specifically for girls' social impact. The biggest difference here, however, Megan, is that for both the Class B units and Class C units, but even right across the fund, what we are also giving investors is a tailored social impact report that is measured, mapped, and monitored to the SDGs. So the fund, so as many would be aware, there are 17 SDGs, UN SDGs, and the fund will measure, map, and monitor to 5 of the 17 SDGs. And so every year, not only will you get a statement which shows how your fund has performed financially versus a MSCI World Index, you'll also see the social impact that you've created for women and girls in areas such as gender equality, health, education, nutrition, and social and economic empowerment.
Wow, that's amazing. Fantastic. Thank you so much for giving us a bit more detail on that, Giles. And can you talk about the partners behind this fund and what skills they bring?
Yeah, we've really fortunate to have some fantastic partners. Firstly, in Robeco, they are a very long-standing, reputable fund manager that's been working in the sustainability and impact space for over 50 years. And then we partnered with really effective, positive charities that are specifically focused on girls' issues, and particularly around health, education, nutrition, and social and economic empowerment. And the reason why we've focused in on those specific areas is that they are the 4 areas that girls need, regardless of where they are in the world, to progress from girls to women. And that is better health, better education, better nutrition, and social and economic empowerment. So partnering with groups like Grameen, Malala, UN Women, UNICEF, and World Vision is fantastic, because we're really able to get to the heart of the problem. More importantly, deploy capital to those organisations that need it, and support girls all over the world in a really meaningful way. The great thing as well, Megan, with this fund is that it is capacity unconstrained. So the bigger the fund gets, the more income it produces and the more social impact that it creates. So it can be a $1 billion fund, it can be a $10 billion fund. Mm-hmm. Basically, the bigger it gets, the more impact that's being created for both women and girls. So we're using the power of the capital markets and investment markets to really drive forward not only financial returns, but also social impact and social change for both women and girls.
Fantastic. Wow. And I'm sure I'm saying this on behalf of a lot of people, but thank you so much for creating this initiative. It really is something that's really needed. So can you tell the listeners a bit more about how they would go about investing into such a great fund?
Yeah, the fund is available in both an Australian unit trust, but also in a Dublin UCITS vehicle, an offshore vehicle. So for investors in Australia, they can come through our website, so globalimpactinitiative.com.au, and you can click on the contact us bar, and we will get more information to you, including any the documentation and the application form. The minimum investment is only $5,000. You can invest both in super and non-super. And for offshore investors, you can invest either via the Australian Unit Trust or via the Dublin vehicle. The Dublin vehicle is available in 3 currency classes, so Aussie dollars, Euro, and US dollars.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Giles, for everything that you're doing and for your time today. For the listeners watching, you can also scan the QR code that's on the screen now, and that will take you into the deal room. And you can contact Giles there, or like he said, through his website directly. So thanks for joining us, Giles, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Thanks for the opportunity. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Bye.